Hi, my name is Mish Eigen, and I've been your student's travel agent on the Great Lakes Mitten Tour. Students have taken a magical school bus and traveled back in time and met the first Native Americans to set foot on Michigan soil. They met a man by the name of Pitzel, who let them explore his village and taught them all about the three fires, their customs, and their culture. Then they met Samuel de Champlain, who traveled with them and introduced them to the first European settlers. They learned about New France, they met Antoine de la Cadillac, who showed them Fort Pontchartrain, and the list goes on and on. Those kids sure learned a lot. It was a lot of fun. While the students were traveling, I got called from headquarters. They were looking for some fresh new faces to lead the Michigan tours. I was a little nervous at first. I mean, doesn't my face look young and fresh enough? Don't answer that. I asked the students in Miss Garland and Mrs. Pauls's class if they were interested in the job, and you know what? They were. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to the fresh new faces of the Great Lakes Mitten Tour. Some you may recognize, others you may not. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. And remember, here at the Great Lakes Mitten Tour, we really do believe that Great Lakes equals great times. Enjoy the ride! Ha ha! Michigan spells Michigan, Michigan, state of all the lakes and lands and forest. We are number one, we are the best, best. Sing it, Michigan, we're great. For the Great Lakes we love, we can all say, hey Michigan, Michigan, our state, we're great.
Hi, my name is Pete, and I'm going to be your tour guide today. Did you know Petoskey stones were once living? I did, and now you know too. Petoskey stones are fossilized coral that lived 350 million years ago. That's like back when dinosaurs were living. Petoskey stones are shaped like potatoes. The Petoskey stone has one very cool legend behind it. The legend is that an Ottawa princess and her husband left the winter home they lived in. The trip was hard and long. The princess was ready to have birth. At dawn, the princess gave birth to a baby boy. They named him Petoskey. The chief was very happy. Beams of light hit the baby's face. The boy grew. He got good at fishing and hunting. Petoskey became a fur trader. The man loved his land. He had his little place on the shore in his homeland. The man got married. He had kids. He built a cabin for them to live in. Things were starting to change. A town was built around the house, and people started visiting. The legend is my favorite thing about the Petoskey stone. The Petoskey stone is very common in the northern part of the Lower Peninsula. If you need specific places, here are some. Little Traverse Bay, the shores of Traverse City, gravel pits on road beds, the shores of Lake Michigan, and in Petoskey, Michigan. You can also buy them in stores too. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to tell you the Petoskey stone is our state stone. The hexagons on the Petoskey stone are the fossils on it. Hey, guess what? The Petoskey stone is not really a stone, it's actually a rock. Now you know all the best facts about the Petoskey stone. The end.
Hi, I'm Teddy Bear, and I'm going to lead you through a dangerous journey through a football field. Look out for a football with the Lions logo on it. The Lions logo is a lion ready to attack. The Lions are named the Lions with keeping of the Tigers title. The Lions were formed in 1934. The logo has just changed from a long time ago logo. They changed the logo this year, 2009. Willie is the Lions mascot. He is cute and he loves the fans. He goes all over Detroit and visits the fans. His jersey says number 1, so numbers go from 2 to 99. The colors are Honolulu blue, silver, and black. Sometimes the jerseys are white with blue letters and blue with white letters. The Lions' best season was 1991. Their worst season was 2008. The Lions used to play at the Silverdome in Pontiac. Now they play at Ford Field in Detroit. The Lions coach right now is Jim Schwartz. They fired that coach and hired a new one, which is now Jim Schwartz. The Lions have been voted the worst team in the NFL by the NFL because they lost every game in 2008. The Lions try very, very hard to win, but they just lose. Maybe they have bad players or they have a bad coach. Maybe, just maybe, they will have a winning streak soon and make it to the Super Bowl. But until then, if they win or lose, I still love them. This is Teddy Bear signing off with a whoa. Sup, I'm Eddie, your tour guide. Well, I'll take you through a journey back in time to the Emma Fitzgerald when it was launched and when it sank, and under the cold waters of Lake Superior. Bear! Are you ready? Are you set? Okay, buckle up. Blast off! Did you know the Emma Fitzgerald was one of the biggest ships to sail the Great Lakes? The Emma Fitzgerald was sank 17 years after it was launched. The Emma Fitzgerald was 75 feet wide and 729 feet long and the length of 2 football. Fact, all 29 men died on the Emma Fitzgerald when it sank. Dun, dun, dun. The Emma Fitzgerald had a song about it. The Emma Fitzgerald was a cargo ship and they hold iron. The wheelhouse was spotted when people went down to look. The Fitz sank in Lake Superior on 6 Phantom Shoals. Are you interested yet? There's a million more facts, and I'll tell you some more. Wait, I almost forgot. If you go on Lake Superior in November, don't get sucked under. Do you want to learn more? Just look at my research report. It is awesome. The Anderson, another ship, luckily did not get sucked under with the Fitz. On the day it sank, it was carrying 26,000 tons. November 10th, 75-mile-per-hour winds and 30-foot waves. The Anderson was behind the ship when it sank. The waves at the storm were 8 to 10 feet tall that afternoon. The waters of Lake Superior are very cold, and to this day the sinking remains a mystery.
Hi, my name is Sally Pate, and I live on Mackinac Island. I bike everywhere around the island. It's not hard to miss me. I live in the Grand Hotel. Did you know Mackinac Island is located in the Upper Peninsula? Mackinac Island is on Lake Huron, one of the Great Lakes. Mackinac Island is famous for the Grand Hotel. Here are some fast facts about the Grand Hotel. 5 U.S. presidents have stayed at the Grand Hotel. The most popular dessert at the hotel is the pecan ball. It is my favorite. Here is the last fact, but not the least. It is so amazing. At 660 feet, the Grand Hotel's front porch is the world's largest porch. Now that is cool. Mackinac Island has some great history. Thousands of years ago, when Native Americans first saw the island, all they could see were bluffs. There remains further bluffs too. Fort Mackinac was used for a battle with a great matter of years. On Mackinac Island, there are no cars. People get around by horse or bike. Now, you may want to come and visit Mackinac Island and have some amazing fudge. Toodaloo!
Hi, my name is Freddie Fudge. I like riding bikes, skimming stones by Lake Michigan, and exploring the forests. Oh, and I almost forgot, eating fudge. If you like these things, Mackinac Island is the place for you. Sit back, relax, and enjoy my presentation on Mackinac Island. If you want to visit, just drive north on I-75. When you get to the top part of the lower peninsula, catch a ferry boat and float to the island. Once you're there, grab some yummy fudge from Main Street and start climbing up to the fort. Here you will learn all about Mackinac's history. The island has a lot of limestone. The French knew it would be perfect for building a good fort. They built it high up on a hill so they could see ships coming into the harbor. Before the fort was used by the military, Jacob Astor used it for fur trading. He became one of the first millionaires in the whole United States. You can also see where the soldiers lived, and even tour the original officers' houses. Guides show you the old-fashioned toys the officers' children used to play with. The best part of the tour is the cannon demonstration. If you have a car, do not bring it to Mackinac Island. Only bikes and horse-drawn carriages are allowed. Mackinac Island is now a national park. Every summer, thousands of tourists come to enjoy its beauty, trails, history, and the fudge. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name's Anna Savannah, and I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I know that I may look very old, but in reality, I am 10 years old. No, you need to be 21. but a 21-year-old alone cannot handle all that comes along with Mr. Marquette. So I volunteered. 1, because I get paid a lot. 2, because it's a blast. 3, because my oldest brother goes to Mr. Marquette's school. So I'm here to fill you in on all that needs to be known about good old Mr. Marquette. And guess what? This is the person I'm going to talk to you about. Also, we will find out who was this wonderful man is, his history, and last but not least, what was he famous for? And I'll give you a little preview of Mr. Marquette with some fast facts. Like, he was the first Frenchman to see the Mississippi River. And guess what? As a young boy, he wanted to be a priest. And as he got older, he changed his mind to an explorer. And also, he studied the Ottawa and Ojibwe tribe and learned how they lived. Also, when he found the Mississippi River, he thought that this river would be a shortcut to the Pacific Ocean. He spent most of his life exploring Michigan and other lands. Wow, that's a long time having to explore Michigan and lots of other lands. So if you ever want to see the awesome school that he built a very, very long time ago, just come along with me. But children, remember, safety first. Make sure that your seatbelts buckle before the magical tour bus deports from Mrs. Paul's classroom. And there are only a few rules. During our tour, if you have any questions, I will only respond if you, 1, call me by my proper name, Anna Savannah, 2, wait until the end of the tour and I'll answer your question. I hope that you have a wonderful time, and I hope you love it as much as I do. Well, gotta run. Go, Marquette!
Hi, my name is Acta, and I'll talk to you about shipwrecks of the Great Lakes. I think that it is fascinating to listen about shipwrecks. Plus, there are millions, gazillions kinds. Maybe not gazillions, but maybe millions. One of them was found on a riverbank, and a 10-year-old boy found it under the sand. Archaeologists found an iron kettle, a jar of hot peppers, a shaving kit, and a chest of tea. I think that is a thrill to discover shipwrecks, but it can be dark, dangerous, scary, and cold. Here is an example of a team that finds shipwrecks. Michigan Shipwreck Research Associates Team, or MSRA. You know what is scary? There was a storm that hit the Great Lakes. It was from November 7th to November 12th, 1913. In that single storm, 248 sailors died and 19 ships are gone. 12 of them sank to the bottom. There are many victims of the storm. There are many different kinds of shipwrecks that have happened in Michigan, like the Leafield, Major, and Lightship 82. The Lightship 82 was built in 1912. It was going to Buffalo, New York. When it sank, 6 people lost their lives. It was carrying nothing. The Major was built in 1989. It was going to Crest Point, Michigan. The ship was later rebuilt. The Leafield was 269 feet long, and it sank in Lake Superior, but 18 people lost their lives. The Leafield's cargo was steel rails. It was traveling to Angus Island. I hope you had fun at the Shipwreck Museum. Bye! Hi, my name is Deja Hardy, and I am going to be your tour guide today. Did you know that the Pistons did not start in Detroit? They started in Fort Wayne, Indiana. The Pistons were named the Zona Pistons before they were named the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons won 3 championships since they were in the NBA. For their first 2 championships, they were known as the Bad Boys. For the 2004 championship, people said the Bad Boys are back again. The Pistons play at the Palace of Auburn Hills. The uniform colors are red, white, and blue. The Pistons logo is a round red basketball with blue around it. And in the middle, it says Detroit Pistons. If you're ever in Detroit, stop by the Palace. This is Deja signing off.
Hi, everyone. My name is Macintosh Ford Model T, and I'll be your tour guide today. So hands on tonight as we zoom back in time and discover how uniform made the Detroit a motor city. So I hope you have your thinking caps on. I hope you will have lots of fun as we travel through 2009 through 1863. So buckle your seatbelt. This is going to be a bumpy ride. See you in 146 years. Henry Ford was born in Michigan, born on Little Ford, Michigan, July 30th, 1863. Henry Ford went to the middle school for 18 years. He was good at math and science. Henry Ford was the founder of Ford Motor Company, and the assembly allowed more than one car to be made. The Ford car only came in black. In 1933, Greenfield Village is dedicated to Henry Ford. If you want to see all Ford's work, go to the Ford Museum. September 27th, 18 2028, Thomas A. Edison lays cornerstone of Ford Museum. April 7, 1947, Henry dies Fairlane. You want to learn lots and lots of more of Henry Ford? Go to Detroit and look for the Ford Museum.
Hi, I'm Chris Osgood, and I'm going to be your tour guide of the Red Wings history. Did you know the Red Wings won 11 Stanley Cups? Let's get down to the history. The Red Wings were one of the first teams to play NHL hockey. The Red Wings are third for winning the most Stanley Cups. The Red Wings won their first Stanley Cup 1935 through 1936. The Red Wings have won more Stanley Cups than any other American team. Now let's get down to Stanley Cup history. The Montreal Canadiens won 21 Stanley Cups. The Stanley Cup has traveled 400,000 miles in the past 5 seasons. Last year, the Red Wings won the Stanley Cup, and I went to Game 1, and they won 4-0 Red Wings. Chris Osgood, am the fourth goalie to get back-to-back shutouts. The Red Wings have lost 260 games in the playoffs in all. Did you know I went in the Red Wings locker room and played hockey? The Red Wings won the Winter Classic 6-4. I went to the Winter Classic. It was a lot of fun. Seeing Wrigley Field was so cool. Johan Franzen got his first hat trick in the second round against Colorado. Detroit has had 3 names for the Red Wings: Cougars, Falcons, and the Red Wings. Did you know the Red Wings are playing an original 6 team, the Chicago Blackhawks? I got to go, but remember, the Detroit Red Wings are a great part of Michigan sports history.
Hi, it's me again, Mish. I don't mean to interrupt. I know you're having a great time, but I have a couple questions for you out there in the audience. They'll be pretty easy, so don't get nervous. Alright, first question. Who can tell me what Michigan's state mammal is? Anybody? Anybody? Sir, over there. Are you even paying attention? You look like you might be sleeping. Oh, okay, you're just resting your eyes. Alright, anybody? Michigan state mammal. Go ahead, just call it out. Alright, that sounds good. It sounds like one of you did say the whitetail deer, and indeed that is the correct answer. Alright, one more question before I go. The next question is, what is the state bird? Go ahead, shout it out. Oh, the kids in the front are eager. They know these answers. Adults, you gotta look alive. That is correct. The state bird is indeed the robin. Alright, I know I said that was the last one, but just one more. This is too much fun. Alright. What is Traverse City known for? Go ahead. Don't be shy. Call it out. Cherries. That's correct. Cherries. Great job. Alright, back to the show.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Haley, and I'll be your tour guide. Jamila said I had to. Plus, I'm a shoemaker. That's why I'm your tour guide. And I make the shoes that the people walked in. Today we're going to zoom back into the time, and that's where we're going to meet Dr. Luther King, and we're going to see what happened in the past about the Walk of Freedom. Now, if you can, please hold on tight. And if you have any questions, please ask the manager of this whole thing, which is Mrs. Paul. Did you know that Dr. Martin Luther King died on April 4th, 1968? During the Freedom Walk, many people were injured. He also said equal rights for all. Dr. King leads marches down Woodward in Detroit. Dr. King said some strong words in his speech that the march ended in Cobo Hall, where he was cheered by thousands of people. They were singing, "We Shall Overcome." Dr. King had a dream that blacks and whites walk hand in hand. Detroiters also came in the walk and participated. And please do not fall asleep, because I like to talk a lot. And this means a lot. Dr. King was shot going in his hotel. Just to let you know, Barack Obama is his dream.
Hello, my name is Chief Bonzi, and I will be your tour guide today. I will be talking about Native Americans. The Potawatomi were a Native American tribe that lived in Michigan. I'm going to talk about them. The Potawatomi tribe were known as fierce warriors. Weapons were an important part of their history. They used weapons like spears, arrows, and horns of buffalo, elk, moose, and deer. The Potawatomi lived in the 1600s. The Potawatomi grew most of their food. They grew corn, beans, potatoes, pumpkins, and squash. They also ate berries. They weren't vegetarians, so they also ate buffalo, elk, moose, and deer. The Potawatomi had beliefs. They believed 3 things. 1. Nobody could run another person's life. 2. Spirits were more powerful than man. 3. The land and animals belonged to everyone. They lived in the Great Lakes area. They also lived in wigwams. Wigwams are dome-shaped houses. The Potawatomi lived in forests. Only Michigan Native Americans lived in wigwams. Michigan Native Americans spoke Algonquin. The Potawatomi were a part of a family called the Three Fires. The Potawatomi tribe is a fun thing to learn about. Goodbye for now.
Hi, my name is Chief Petoskey. I'm friends with Chief Pontiac. I know everything about him. Did you know Chief Pontiac was the principal of the Three Fires? Chief Pontiac helped his tribe and other Native American tribes by teaching Native Americans how to fight bear and wolf attacks and teaching them how to hunt for deer and catch fish. Did you know Ottawa means trading? Pontiac's tribe had traded for a living. They traded for food, for crops and seeds. Some people believe that Chief Pontiac was killed by a member of his own tribe, but that is not true. He was assassinated by a crazy Native American of another tribe. He is known for his efforts to try to run off the British. He gathered people of many tribes in his effort to defeat the British. The city I live in is Pontiac, named after this great warrior.
Do you know that boats used to have to hunt for land? That's why lighthouses are so important. There are 106 lighthouses on the coast of Michigan. Lighthouses can be found up north in the Upper Peninsula and in Michigan's Great Lakes. Fort Gratiot was the first lighthouse and was used for shipping in 1833. It was a simple lantern back then. Today it is a museum. People go there to learn about Michigan's lighthouses. There are several famous lighthouses in Michigan. My favorite is the Frankfort Breakwater Light. The Frankfort Lighthouse once had a raised wooden sidewalk called a catwalk. The catwalk was created because the daughter of the lighthouse keeper got stuck in the sand. The catwalk was created to help visitors from doing the same. Michigan lighthouses come in many shapes and sizes. The oldest lighthouse was built in 1858. There are many lighthouses in Michigan, but my favorite is the Frankfort North Breakwater Lighthouse. I am going there this summer. How about you?
Hello, my name is Marie. I like everything that has Marie in it, like that Suzie Marie. Did you know that Suzie Marie opened in 1855? That was a long time ago. Did you know the Native Americans discovered the Suzie Marie? The Suzie Marie was 1,200 feet big and 110 feet wide and 50 feet deep. Did you know the men that build the Sulak only got $20 a month? That is not a lot of money for men to build a big Sulak. Did you know the Sault Ste. Marie is French for St. Mary's of the Raps? Did you know it took 1,170 men to build the Sulak? That is a lot of men. You guys should know
I am only 1 year old, not 20. Now let's get back to the descriptive stuff. Did you know the Sulak only has 3 gates? The Sulak is so big, it's bigger than 4 football fields. Could you imagine that? It's bigger than 4 football fields? Well, if you go to the Suzie Marie, you should look at that. The Sulak is big. Well, bye-bye, folks.
Hi, my name is Raeliel, and I'm going to show you the fantastic history of the Detroit Red Wings. Did you know that the Red Wings have won the Stanley Cup 11 times? They are third on the list of most Stanley Cups won. Between 1933 and 1966, the Red Wings only missed the playoffs 4 times. The Red Wings won the Stanley Cup last year and are halfway to winning the Cup this year again. The Red Wings are one of the original 6 teams in the NHL. These are the logos of the original 6 teams: Detroit Red Wings, New York Rangers, Montreal Canadiens, Boston Bruins, Chicago Blackhawks, Toronto Maple Leafs. This is Raeliel at the celebration of the Wings winning the Stanley Cup in 2008. The fans from Detroit started to throw octopi in the ice because it used to take 8 wins to win the Stanley Cup. Now it takes 16 wins to win the Stanley Cup. This was Steve Yzerman's last game. He retired after 23 seasons with the Red Wings. He was the captain.
Good evening. My name is Mighty Mac. Mighty Mac is a nickname for the Mackinac Bridge, one of the greatest engineering feats of the last 100 years. I will be your tour guide through the history, location, and construction of the Mackinac Bridge. It was always a dream to connect the lower and upper peninsula of Michigan. The idea to build a bridge was first talked about in 1888. The bridge was not built until 1957. When built, the Mackinac Bridge was the longest suspension bridge in the world. Currently, it is the 3rd longest in the world. The bridge turns splashy ferry rides into bridge driving fun. The structure of the bridge is supported by caissons. Construction took 42 months. Over 500 workers were used during construction. The roadway is cement. It is held up by 2 main cables. More than 42,000 miles of wire were used to make the cables. No workers died during construction. The bridge is located at the very tip of the lower peninsula. It is 295 miles from where we live. The bridge connects the city of St. Ignace and Mackinac. The bridge is located on Interstate 75. It is a fun and scenic ride to the bridge. The 55-story Mackinac Bridge is world famous. It is the 3rd longest suspension bridge in the world. It took 42 months to build using over 500 workers. The bridge is located on Interstate 75. One of the greatest memories I have is crossing the Mighty Mac.
That's right, it's me again, which means it's time for another round of questions. Here's a good one. What is the nickname for the Mackinac Bridge? Go ahead and just shout out the answer, nice and loud. No, not the Big Mac. One of you must be hungry. It's not the Big Mac. That's right, it's the Mighty Mac. Great job. Okay, next question. What is not allowed on Mackinac Island? Is it A, snakes, B, monkeys, or C, motorized vehicles, meaning cars? I'll give you a hint. Vroom, vroom. That's right. The answer is C. Cars are not allowed on Mackinac Island. Alright, one more and then we'll get back to the show. The last question for this round of questioning is, can you name all 5 Great Lakes? Go ahead and just shout it out. Oh my ears, there's a lot going on here. Okay, I'll tell you what they are. Quiet down now. The Great Lakes are Lake Huron, Lake Ontario, Lake Michigan, Lake Erie, and Lake Superior. And here's a little hint for you out there. If you don't remember them, just remember the word homes. H-O-M-E-S. It's a great way to help you remember our Great Lakes here in Michigan. Alright, back to the show.
Hello, boys and girls. My name is Whitetail Deer, and I'm going to be your tour guide for today. I'm a young buck from right around this neighborhood. You see, I was born and raised here in Michigan. As you can see, as I get older, my antlers get bigger. Please sit back and let me tell you about myself. The Michigan white-tailed deer has a white tail with brown and reddish fur. The Michigan white-tailed deer has thin, medium-tall legs with a big, strong body. Only the male white-tailed deers have antlers, which they lose each winter and grow back each spring. The white-tailed deer are herbivores. They eat fresh grass, plant foods, and weeds. They also like to eat nuts and berries. The Michigan white-tailed deer lives both in grassy plain areas like the country, as well as in the suburbs. You can find white-tailed deer in Michigan and in Canada.
Hi, my name is Icy Ice Cream, and I will be your tour guide. I love the ice cream from Mackinac Island. Mackinac Island is famous for terrific Mackinac Island fudge. It is also famous for their wonderful ice cream. Did you know how to get there? Well, I'll tell you. You drive your car to the top of the lower peninsula, and when you get to the dock, you hop on a ferry boat and a quick trip across Lake Huron. It is a beautiful trip. Did you know that Mackinac Island can be spelled two different ways? One is M-A-C-K-I-N-A-C, Mackinac, and the other is M-A-C-K-I-N-A-W, Mackinac, as it sounds. Mackinac Island is located in the Upper Peninsula. Mackinac Island is in the middle of Lake Huron and Lake Michigan. Mackinac Island State Park has over 1,800 acres of land. Did you know that the Indians thought the island looked like a large reptile, so they called it Michilimackinac? The history is very important to Michigan. Mackinac Island wasn't officially turned over to the U.S. until 1796. It also played a key role in battles during the war in 1812. Did you know that there are double bikes? Well, I did. The Grand Hotel's front porch is the world's largest porch. Fort Mackinac is located on Mackinac Island. The Navy used Mackinac Island to watch enemy boats come up Lake Huron. Mackinac Island is wonderful to have as part of Michigan.
Hi, my name is Happy Hunter, and I'm going to be your tour guide for the day. Don't you just love the snack, crackle, pop of Rice Krispie cereal when you add milk? I do. That's why they call me Happy Hunter. I just love Kellogg cereal. Do you know what city in Michigan is the cereal capital? Battle Creek, Michigan, also known as Cereal City. Join me as I show you this wonderful, delicious city. So come on and go to Cereal City because you can eat lots of cereal. It's just like cereal heaven. Battle Creek was an annual city breakfast which serves the whole city at 159 picnic tables long. Wow! Battle Creek also was known as the Army Town because of its basic training site of American soldiers during both wars. Battle Creek's factory that had over 200,000 visitors. That's a lot. And Kellogg turned wheat into flakes, and you can eat a lot of his cereal at Cereal City. That will be fun eating cereal all day. So if you want to have a fun vacation that is close, then get up and drive to Cereal City. But don't forget to read lots about it so you will be ready for the trip. Look at the time. I gotta go.
Hi, I'm Nicholas. Did you know Bronner started out as a bank? Wallace Bronner bought it when he was 24, and now it sells books and toy bunnies. Ooh, like me! Well, let's get back on track. Bronner sells toys, books, decorations, and more. I love Bronner's. It's a wonderful place to be in the winter. Not only do I like Bronner's, I like me. No, I love me. But Bronner's is cooler than me. It's totally awesome. Oh, yeah. I love Bronner's. Do you think they sell candy too? I like candy, but I like Bronner's way more. It has lots of toys. It sells lights too, and that's good because I'm afraid of the dark. Wallace Bronner died on April 1st, 2008. Before that sad moment, Wallace Bronner was married. He was married to a woman named Claire. Claire was looking for decorations for her lamppost. Eventually, they were married and had 3 kids. I went hopping past Bronner's one day. It was May 23rd, 2009. I hope you had fun. Bye.
Hello kids, my name is Nick and I'll be your tour guide today. I will be taking you through St. Joseph, Michigan. You will learn about the location, history, and what it is famous for. So grab your favorite skateboard and follow me as I take you through St. Joseph, Michigan. It will be fun. There will be lots of places to go and people to meet. I will be taking you to Silver Beach, the French Explorer Museum, and the Mouth River. I hope you enjoy this tour on such a sunny day. So let's get started. St. Joseph is located on the shore of Lake Michigan, the mouth of the St. Joseph River. It is an hour away from Chicago. The mouth of the river was discovered by Calavier and Lessa. In 1911, 3 guys started a business that made washing machines. Business was booming. Today, they call it Whirlpool. Every year, St. Joseph has a festival called Blossom Time. It sounds fun. St. Joseph has a lot to offer. A person who would like to visit, come on and check it out. Have a great time.
Thanks for joining us on the Great Lakes Mitten Tour. That's all we have planned for today, but I hope you had a great time and learned a lot. Remember, if you're ever near a bus that's marked Great Lakes Mitten Tour, hop on. You'll learn a lot. Because here at the Great Lakes Mitten Tour, we really do believe that Great Lakes equals great times. Thank you so much for coming and have a great night. I almost forgot. Let's end with a song. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, ready, go. M-I-C-H-I-G-A-N spells Michigan. Michigan, land of all the lakes and lands and forests. Wait, what? What's that? Right time? Alright, I'll see you next time. This is Mish again, signing off. Good night!